Well, the first thing I can remember was that I so more or less waking up in hospital, and I couldn't remember what I was doing or what was going on, and various family members came in to see me, but I couldn't remember a thing, because from then on my brain was just completely like a zombie. I can't remember the first few weeks or months, to be honest. All I can remember, I could watch the TV and I could understand the TV, which is strange, but no way could I read. It was about 6 months or more before I could read. I've been reading for the last couple of years. I read slowly, and sometimes I only get the hang of half of the stuff, but I can enjoy it. It's the main thing.
Yes.
With reading.
Yes.
Trying to read, trying to do Sudoku, doing some crosswords. Adele got me various books of puzzles and the like, just to keep me going, Yes. Probably other people would have seen what I was doing better than other people, than me.
Yes.
All I did was to try to keep going,
Yes.
Whereas I think other people would say, actually, he's a bit better.
They said Richard's whole speech centre has been knocked out, and all Richard was saying all the time was rubbish. That was his word, rubbish. And they said, that is probably all he'll regain, is rubbish. And no one talked about neuroplasticity or anything. It was just, that was it. You're also in a state of shock because your life's changed as well.
Yes.
So you don't really go. If you're told that on the ward, you take it to heart.
Yes.
And you don't go looking for other information. There was nobody around to give you any positive news. All we were getting everywhere was negative news. And we even had a friend who's a professor, and he was negative. And then we went to somebody for lunch who was also a consultant, and he took me down the steps and put his arm around me and said, "This is it, Adele." And it was coming from all sides, this negativity. To be told that there is a likelihood that you will make significant progress.
Yes.
I think all the family need to know that. Because they also have to reinforce it with the person who's had the stroke.
Yes.
Because quite often they can't remember from day to day.
Yes.
Because it's a healing process.
Yes.
And I think that at the moment, on many stroke units, they just concentrate on making you functionally better.
Yes.
So that you can wash and dress yourself. And people who are lacking speech are really very overlooked, because that's not seen as something that is going to affect your daily life. They don't look at lack of communication as having significant morbidity at all.
I think the partner is more important than the person, to be honest. Seriously,
Yeah.
I think it's good for people to know that things will improve,
Yes.
number one, and possibly that you'll be normal. You've got to be positive, so therefore you tell the person you've had a stroke, hopefully things will improve, and the figures show that in 3/4 of you, so to speak, will be okay in a year.
That's beautiful.
So it's a positive thing. It's vital to be positive. And number two, you need a partner or a wife to help you.
Yes.
Otherwise, you'll just be in front of the TV and do nothing
Yes.
for the rest of your life,
Yes.
which is dire.
Yes.
One of the problems is that if after your stroke, if your brain might slowly improve a little bit over years.
Yes,
like I'm doing I do Sudoku,
Yes.
and within the last weeks I've realised there are a couple little things I'm a bit better than that I used to be doing,
Yes.
even from a
Yes.
for a month or
Yes.
two.
Yes.
So things can always improve,
Yes.
even though it's
Yes.
very small.
Yes.
You mustn't give up.
Yes. Yes.
That's the main thing.
Absolutely.